Back when the Anthony Kitchen was an at-home bakery, I would create a special fall menu every single year. I specialized in cookies and bars, and these dainty little pecan cookies with a sweet maple glaze are probably one of my and my customers' all-time favorite creations. To kick off the recipe, you're gonna start with the dry ingredients. You're gonna add 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, not to be confused with baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of fine sea salt to a medium-sized mixing bowl and give it a really good whisk. Now you're gonna bring in either your handheld mixer in a large mixing bowl, or if you're lazy like me, the stand mixer. Add 1 cup plus 2 tablespoons of unsalted room temperature butter to the bowl and start mixing on medium-high speed. Now you're slowly gonna add in 1 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, followed by 2 large eggs, adding those eggs one at a time. After everything's evenly incorporated, you're gonna add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract plus 1 teaspoon of almond extract. Almond extract is my secret ingredient that I add to almost every single one of my sugar cookie recipes. It's not necessarily gonna make your cookies taste like almond. The pecan is still going to be very forward in these cookies. It's just gonna give them an extra little something. Now you'll turn the mixer down on low and gradually start adding in those dry ingredients. Once the dry ingredients look like they're properly mixed in and you no longer see any flour, you're gonna go ahead and scrape down the sides of the bowl. This is just to ensure that all of your ingredients are properly mixed in and we don't have any wonky edges baking up on our cookies. Once that dough is looking right, you're gonna add in 1 1/2 cup of chopped pecans and just mix until they're evenly distributed throughout the dough. You want to scoop out about 2 tablespoons worth of dough, roll it around into a little ball, and place it on a lined baking sheet. Place your cookies about 1 to 1 1/2 inch apart to make sure that they don't bake into one another. Bake those cookies for about 13 to 14 minutes in a 350-degree preheated oven, and then you're gonna pull them out and let them cool completely. If you try to add a glaze to a hot cookie, it's just gonna melt right off. It's really important that your cookies are cooled before you add the glaze. So once the cookies are totally cooled, we're gonna make that maple glaze that 100% transforms these cookies into a fall masterpiece. The glaze is really, really easy. Here's how you do it. In a medium-sized mixing bowl, you'll add 1 cup of powdered sugar, 1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream, 2 tablespoons of grade A maple syrup, a 1/2 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, and for a little extra nuttiness, 1/4 teaspoon of freshly grated nutmeg. Where there's sugar, there should also be salt, so we're gonna go ahead and add in 1/4 teaspoon of fine sea salt to the mix as well. Whisk all those ingredients together until it's nice and smooth and entirely liquefied, and it's time to drizzle. Grab yourself a spoon or a small whisk and drizzle the glaze all over the cookies in every direction. And then if you want to be really extra, you're gonna grab your microplane and another little bit of nutmeg, and you're gonna garnish the top of the cookie with some freshly grated nutmeg. Allow those cookies to set for about 30 to 45 minutes, and then you can dig in or wait to serve for your party. And if you're looking for more awesome dessert recipes to try, be sure to check out my fall baking lineup next.